But here's what I have a problem with. I was doing a WSU, and I noticed that everybody have their own little Russian culture, Japanese culture, this everybody Latin culture. But then when it came to the black, it was multicultural. Like, wow.
That's because they take our culture. Every culture takes, the Asians love us. Everybody take whatever we do, and they're like, ooh, that looks cool. Because we can take anything they do.
Right.
Like, we can bust a kimono and be like, that's a hot, man, dude busting it out. That's the new trend.
Well, let's start spreading the truth, right? When it boils down to it, we were at the beginning of these cultures. You can go through and find books, whether you're talking about European culture, Asian culture, African culture. Yeah, no matter what culture you go to, you're going to find some dark-skinned, melanated people who were at the beginning. That's why they love what we do. They love our creativity. No matter how it comes out, they love it. Because at some form and basis, they may not realize it, but they touching on something way back in their lineage that they don't even want to admit that's there.
Oh yeah, because everybody done pulled up a picture of a dark, of their race.
Yeah, everybody. And those people are being discriminated.
And I don't like none of y'all because I sunburned. I've been trying to get dark my whole life.
but my thing is, if, I have a problem with that multicultural, but it's like the other blacks around me. Oh my God, that's racist. Why wouldn't you want to be multicultural? And it's like, but you didn't say that when.
But when it comes to our culture, what is our culture? Like, we have multiple cultures. Like, we have the African culture. Like, okay, are you gonna just stick with that trend?
Right.
And that's not even a culture.
Yeah, and be dashiki down
is a continent. Right. So when you say African culture, you just
that's how confused we are.
Of tribes.
Or are you the hip hop culture? Are you the dude in the Dickie suit singing in your Davis?
Pimpin' hoes, slamming cap.
Yeah. Are you
even the hip hop culture? You just rolled in a whole bunch of them because some hip hop cultures right now is joggers.
Yeah.
With a mesh t-shirt.
Or what do they call
looking like the 1980s brothers.
The dude that shop at the Goodwill with the tight pants and the corduroy jacket.
Man.
I mean, that's different. Like, we don't have a set. That's why it's multi, because we don't have something where you be like, that's them.
Or are we not allowed to define it?
Message.
Because
are we not allowed to define it?
Why do we have to have a definition? Why can't we just have everything?
Because everybody else is putting a definition on it. And we know at the end of the day, the things that they're attributing to us, that's not us.
Yeah.
No, that's what they put on us. Like, we didn't do skinny jeans. Y'all was doing that in rock and roll way before us. Right. Y'all could have kept that.
And then Lil Wayne
when hung out with y'all
been doing
that.
Yeah. Right. And that's for skateboarding.
Right.
There's a purpose for that.
Right.
You can't be out there in the baggy clothes getting caught up in the wheels, and plus doing those tricks you chafing. Like, my nephew broke it down to me like, look, man, I don't need to wear them no more because they done made it popular. But I wore it when I was out here kicking and pushing, man.
Right.
Like, it goes with what I'm doing.
Right.
It's like wearing tight football pants on the foot gridiron. You can't be out there sagging in football field. You got to have everything in place because you're moving.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I understand that you for real about your sport. That's like a uniform.
Right.
Just like your skate shoes is different than regular shoes.
Right. Grip the board.
They soles is funny looking.
That brings up a point. We live in a generation that don't believe in purpose.
Right.
Even when you start going back to the integration piece, right? And saying, well, we should do away with this and do away with that. What was the purpose of integration? Integration was not the end game. When you look at the civil rights movement and all of these people that we idolize from that time period, integration was just a step. That was a means to a point.
We're leading into. Integration was because our kids was not getting the proper education and the proper help. So Dr. King wanted them to go to that school to get those books, the new books, to get those opportunities.
They wanted the same equal rights as these people, but we didn't want to go to your schools.
Yeah, because at first we tried separate but equal. And then we found out it's separate, but it wasn't equal. Our books was...
But now we tried integration and seen nothing changed.
Oh. Yeah. Or got worse?
Nothing's different. Nothing's different.
Or got worse?
No.